Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in for today's show. We're talking to Psychic Sherry from the Psychic Sherry YouTube channel. We discuss topics related to the supernatural and spiritual world. Today, we're getting a backstage view of what Sherry does when she prepares herself for a reading. Sherry, you've done readings for decades now,
Yeah.
but you have a little routine that you use in
I
order
do.
to get yourself aligned with the spirits,
Hmm.
so that you can do a reading for people, and it's effective for them. Why don't you give us a little background of what you do?
Okay. First of all, I know when we first talked about this, you're like, just tell us what you do. I can't just sit there and tell you what I do. I have to go through the motions because I just do it so automatically. A lot of times I don't think and it just comes. And I only do this at the beginning of my readings because I may have 5 or 6 reads for that. I just for that day. I'll just do it at the beginning, and then at the end I close down shop. So,
Okay, okay,
and I'll it's kind of a long process, but I'll try to explain as I go, which that might trip me up because I'm so used to going. But we'll
yeah,
give it a good college try, see how it works. So, are you ready?
okay. We're set.
Okay. So, first thing I do, I hold up my arm and I say, I call back all of me I've left out in any space and time. And I envision like little mud coming and sticking on my arms. And it's a little bit of my soul, I guess, that is broken off that I'm kind of retrieving, not the big hitters, but little things. So I say, I call back all of me I've left out in any space and time. Then I envision that I am standing on top of a clock that is going counterclockwise. And then there's a tornado that's going around me counterclockwise, and this tornado is magnetic. So then I say, I release anything in my chakras, my physical body, my etheric body that doesn't serve me to my highest good. I blow it out into the tornado. I envision it coming out of every pore of my body, the back, the front, and again, it's like little mud sticking on this tornado.
Hmm.
Then I drop the tornado down my feet to a recycling center. And then, whenever you get rid of any energy, you have to replace it with something or it will go back to default. So then I envision out of the top of my head, it goes up to God, and I say, Lord, fill me up with love, joy, peace, happiness, um, abundance of clients, being able to help as many people as I can with my spiritual gifts, getting out on a bigger platform, whatever it is that I want. I envision it comes in the top of my head, fills up my entire body, then it fills up my aura, and then I say, Thank you, Lord. And then I encase it like with a little eggshell. And then I walk over to my sage, which is right here. And I say, Archangel Michael, help clear me, this room, this house, this land of anything that doesn't serve me to my highest good. Light my sage. And then I kind of go through, it's not really lit very good. This is one of my sticks. Go through, clear everything in the energy. And don't ask me why, but I kind of like this. And I go like that all around me to kind of get the energy rolling. And then I take this tuning fork and I like to listen to it. Kind of helps align me a bit. And then, so once I do that, then I say, okay, Irene, show me something for the first person. And she'll give me some kind of a message of just what to come out of the gate with. I'll say, thank you, Irene. And then I'll say, Big Blue and Black Hawk, thank you for protecting me. I'll say, Paul, open up the gates. And then I'll say, Angels, I love when you come through. And then I say, Lord, come through. And then I start with the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Then I go through all that. And then I say, Lord, help me to step out, use my words. Only allow spirits of good intention or your white light to come through. And then I say, I call upon all of my masters to come through, known and unknown, come through and use my words. You can go through my Christed energy. And then I say, okay, let's open up. Um, isn't it funny? I see now I'm getting thrown off because I go so quickly. I'm thinking that's Sherry. When
Right.
Sherry gets here, this is everything up. So, okay, so Irene,
Right.
we're doing that. And then I say, okay, um, I lift the veil between the two worlds. Um, and it, okay, I can't even think. That is so crazy. I lift the veil between the two worlds. I call upon my Akashic records. Okay, cut. I can't even do this. That is so funny.
Really?
You want me to go through the whole thing without even explaining it? I
Yeah. Do
probably
that.
do it that
Do
way.
that.
Shall we start over?
No, just keep going. Just keep
Okay.
going.
All right. So I'm getting ready for a reading. Here we go. I call back all of me I've left out in any space and time. I release anything in my chakras, my physical body, my etheric body, and my aura that doesn't serve me to my highest good. I fill me up with love, joy, peace, happiness. Um, Being able to help as many people as I can with my spiritual gifts. Getting out on a bigger platform to be able to heal with my words. Maybe treating my body like a temple because I want to and not because I have to. Seal that all in. Thank you. Then I go to the Archangel Michael and I sage and I say, please clear anything in this room, this house, this land that doesn't serve me to my highest good. Then I do my little shaker things, come out. Then I say, okay, I lift the veil between the two worlds. This is so weird. I can't even remember it right when I get to that point.
You get, yeah, I mean, you're probably in a trance by this point.
And I don't even know. That is so weird. I'll say, Irene, um, tell me something, and I'll say, thank you, Irene, Big Blue, and Black Hawk, and Paul. Thank you, angels. I love when you come through. Thank you, Lord. Let me step out. And then I say, I call upon um, my messengers, all of my helpers, known and unknown, from the other side, Mother Mary, Buddha, Kuan Yin, all my seen and unseen masters. And then I say, I lift the veil between the two worlds. Let me speak with their loved ones on the other side. Let them come through with overwhelming evidence that it's them. If they worked at Ford Motor Company, if they had tattoos, whatever it is, let me see, hear, know, or feel it so we can bring them words of hope, peace, love, joy, comfort, and closure. Show me their future, please, with 100% accuracy. If we need to go into their past, show me that. If we need to go into their body, into their animals, into their kids, their lovers, their siblings, their parents, their neighbors, their enemies, their friends, their backyard, their mirrors, their homes, whatever it is, let me see, hear, know, or feel it so we can bring them words of hope, peace, love, joy, comfort, and closure. And then we close that out. And then I say, okay, thank you. And then I go, shine bright like a diamond. I got the diamond frequency around me. I say, Infinite Master, please connect me to your telepathic cord. Here we go. I can tell because they throw me forward. And I'll say, thank you. Let the messages come through loud and clear. And I'll say, what message is for me today? And then they'll give me something. But I got to tell you, it's so crazy. I can't, I guess Spirit knows we're not getting ready to do reads because I do this probably 4 or 5 times a week, like instantly. I skip some steps because I walk back and forth through the, it just throws me off. I can't even
Really?
explain it.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. It's a whole shamil, isn't it? I take little pieces here, little pieces there, but and I tell you too, this is funny. Say my first person I'm going to read for is very discombobulated and doesn't know what they're doing. I'll do exactly what I did. I'll forget and I do things out of order. I'm like, what is this? But by that point, I'm already starting in their energy, and but I can't believe that, and I know I missed a couple of things that I do too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's okay. I mean, we really get the gist of it. You're really starting to get yourself into a kind of meditative trance so that you can uh, reach into their vibration and kind
Yeah.
of show them what spirit's showing you, I guess.
Yeah. And when I do this, my team knows we mean business. Like everybody, oh, we're working. Everybody clock in. Here we go. And maybe they know we're playing around. We're not going to be doing it.
Maybe.
Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy though? I
Well,
just
I
do it.
mean, yeah.
So
Well, I can understand that.
yeah. So there you go.
And
That's
you've been doing the same thing every time for like 40 years.
not that long.
Well, 30 maybe,
No, um, probably 20 years. Yeah.
20.
And I've added some things through the years, but for the most part, yeah. I mean, like I said, I do it a lot.
How is it that you came about this? I mean, all these things you do. How did you feel like you needed to do certain things like
It
this?
kind of snowballed on me. I I just felt like I, and of course I've studied this and I've learned things from for years. From I took a little bit of this and a little bit of that, made my own stew, so to speak. And it's just I started adding things on, and I like to lift the veil and speak with their loved ones, let them come through with evidence. And we do that with animals too. My guides tell them there's like rules that need to be followed. Sometimes they don't follow the rules, but they need to come in with some evidence, first of all, to where I know that it's them. And doesn't mean they're still like that on the other side, but they got to come in with like their personality the way it was.
So the spirit guides have
My
to come
guides will
in.
tell the spirits coming in,
Oh,
this is
really?
what this is how you need to how to work with her. And then I tell them that's not enough. We need to have a message here. And I want this message to come in with some love or some words of wisdom and give these people closure. Um, and
Hmm.
so yeah, we sometimes I'll get the guides that don't follow the rules, and then that tells me that they didn't follow the rules while they were here on the earth plane a lot of times. So,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
yeah,
Well, that's
it's so funny because getting back to me not being able to do this, I don't know if you guys follow us, but I am facing a different way in my meditation room. I can't even face that. You think I'm discombobulated this way, have me turn the other way and try to do it, and then I'd be really out of sorts.
oh, yeah.
So I must really just be on autopilot by the time I get to the middle
Apparently.
of this.
So for those out there watching this video, you get a read from Sherry. It's just not her picking up the phone and calling you.
Yeah.
There's a lot involved before she even gets to the point to where uh, she makes contact with you.
Well, and I
Real
kind of
interesting.
like to secure my field. I get so many people, oh, tell me this and tell me that. Like if I'm out shopping, I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not doing it that way. And then when I get done doing all my readings, how many ever I have for the day, and then I stand up and I'll say, all right, thank you, Irene and Big Blue and Black Hawk and Paul and all of my seen and unseen masters. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to stand between the two worlds. I now close the Akashic records. Everybody must leave now. Bye bye. Because some of these
You do that?
like to hang around. Not my guides, but I mean some of the people I bring in.
Oh,
And so I'm like, okay, bye bye now. And sometimes I'll forget to do that. And my husband, will go to bed and then he'll wake up and he'll go, you forgot to close your window last night, didn't you? Because they'll keep him awake at night.
really?
So that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's really interesting.
mhm.
Uh,
I wish I would have done it right. That would have been,
well, I mean, you gave us a real inside look at this,
yeah,
and it's authentic that you forgot a few things. Otherwise, it's just staged.
yeah.
So
Well, and everybody does. I'm sure every psychic has their own thing that they do.
yeah,
And again, it kind of goes back to intention. I just want the best, highest quality readings with 100% accuracy, or the best I can get uh,
right.
for all of my people. And So yeah, so that's kind of
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing all that. And thank all of you for tuning in for today's show.
okay.
We hope you liked it. Uh, as always, if you have a question or a comment or an idea for a future show, then put it in the comment section and we'll see what we can do to make it happen.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll close it down today and we will talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye, everybody.